There are three types of motor maintenance. Preventive motor maintenance is maintenance that is done on a routine basis in the field with no disassembly of the motor. The purpose of preventive maintenance is to maintain the motor, clean the exterior parts, lubricate accessible parts, make minor adjustments, and identify potential problems. Periodic motor maintenance is maintenance that is done on a regularly scheduled basis, usually in a shop after disassembling the motor. The purpose of periodic maintenance is to run tests on the motor, clean the interior, and inspect and lubricate parts. Corrective motor maintenance is maintenance that is done as needed to correct problems that were identified during the preventive and periodic maintenance checks. Select Next to continue. Preventive motor maintenance is the easiest type of maintenance to do. The primary purpose of preventive maintenance is to maintain equipment in good operating condition. Preventive maintenance is conducted on a routine basis. Routine basis can mean daily or weekly or at any other short-term interval that is appropriate for the equipment. Preventive maintenance generally is done in the field. That is, the equipment is not removed from its location. No disassembly of the motor is required. Preventive maintenance usually does not require the equipment to be taken out of service. However, at times it may be necessary to tag out the motor from the power source. Select Next to continue. Inspection is a very important part of the preventive maintenance program. By routinely inspecting equipment, you can determine if the equipment is operating as it should. If the motor is not running, begin your inspection by looking over the equipment, examining its general condition. Visually inspect the motor for any loose fastenings or broken parts. Check belts and pulleys to ensure that they are neither too loose nor too tight. Be alert to any wearing or fraying. If you find problems, tag out the motor in accordance with facility guidelines and make these minor adjustments. Inspect the motor for overall cleanliness. Look for dirt, dust, and grease, or anything else that blocks the motor's screens and vents. Inspect lubricated areas of the motor, such as the bearings, for evidence of leakage and dripping. Visually check oil levels. If possible, start the motor to find out if it comes up to speed in the normal amount of time. Select Next to continue. Another critical part of a preventive maintenance program is measurement. Measurement allows you to accurately assess the functioning of various aspects of the motor. These aspects include current, temperature, and vibration. To determine if your equipment is functioning properly, it is not enough to take measurements alone. When you take measurements, you must compare them to previous measurements in order to track equipment performance. Over a period of time, measurement records will indicate if trends exist in the functioning of the motor. Such trends can reflect a gradual deterioration in a specific area of the motor. In order to make accurate comparisons, measurements must be taken in the same place time after time. Select Next to continue. Areas that call for cleaning and lubrication should be attended to at once. By taking these routine maintenance actions, you'll ensure continued efficient operation of the equipment. If the motor is not operating, use a vacuum cleaner to clean the exterior of the motor to remove dirt and dust from the vents. If the motor is operating and your facility allows the use of low-pressure air in cleaning, direct the airflow through the motor to remove dust and dirt from the vents. This procedure will keep you away from moving parts during operation. Select Next to continue. Motors are disassembled by starting from the ends and working toward the center. When disassembling a motor, use techniques that will protect both the motor and yourself, and that will make the reassembly job easier. Begin disassembly of the motor by match-marking the end bells and stator housing to provide reference marks for proper end bell replacement later. Remove, bag, label, and store the bolts. Remove one end bell. Use a piece of wood or rubber mallet to help set it free. As you remove the end bell, take care so the rotor does not drop and damage the stator. Rotor removal is a very precise operation. It may take 2 people to do it. Make sure the clearance between the rotor and the stator is even on all sides and at both ends. The rotor must be properly aligned to prevent damage to the rotor or the stator windings as the rotor is removed. Set the rotor aside on a clean, soft surface where it will not be damaged or roll. Inspect the bearings according to the manufacturer's instructions. Replace the bearings as necessary. Remove the other end bell. Select Next to continue. Once you have disassembled your motor, you're ready to inspect and clean the parts. Wipe the end bells with a soft, lint-free cloth. Inspect them for cracks and other signs of damage. Check the bearing seating surfaces of the end bells to determine if they are out of round, tapered, or worn. Inspect the shaft and bearings for signs of damage. If the bearings are bad, they will need to be replaced. Inspect the rotor for loose or broken bars, end ring damage, and overheating. Inspect the rotor fins for signs of damage. Once you have inspected the rotor, clean the rotor and stator with a soft lint-free cloth and approved solvents to remove dirt buildup that may hide problems. Take care to prevent damage to the windings and to prevent loose dirt from being rubbed into the winding, as this can reduce insulation resistance. After cleaning the stator, inspect the windings for discoloration and signs of abrasion. Inspect the pole pieces for scraping, rubbing, or overheating. If you detect any problems during the cleaning and inspection process, inform your supervisor. Select Next to continue.